stack today. Doesn't have a smell. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to get on here and do some, planty chores that requires me sitting down. I am so tired. I went on a hike earlier and it was beautiful and I feel energized, so let's get into the video. So I have 3 plants here that are on the list to repot, and so the first plant on the list here is the Song of India. It's a Dracaena. What I like about this plant is how it's growing. Once it starts to age, it will start to, grow really wonky, and that's the vibe that I'm going for. It's like it starts to like twist and be top heavy and bend towards the light, and that's what I like about it. And whatever substrate that it's in right now, it's very soggy, so I got to get that out of this container and into something better and something that is more suitable for my plant care needs. So this is on the list. Another one is this beautiful one here. This striking velvety color. So many descriptions. It has like maroon color petioles, and the leaves are kind of like velvety. In some lighting, you could see the velvetness of it. This one is the Anthurium. What is it? Anthurium Dark Phoenix XRVDP. I'm not too sure of the cultivar, but this is my first ever official anthurium. Besides, your traditional, what is the other anthurium? Just your regular anthurium, like the one you get for Christmas or like Valentine's Day or something. Like, I'll show you. This one, I wouldn't count this as a rare anthurium, but it's still an anthurium. You can see it has like the flower, It's in like an orchid basket. This is just your traditional anthurium. This is my first ever rare anthurium, and my friend got me this as a surprise. Oh my god, can't believe this is in my possession. I have a rare anthurium, and I don't know how rare it is because I haven't done that much research on it. I've just done like, your quick brief lookup of the plant. The next one on the list is this Monstera aurea. It is outgrowing its nursery or its old planter, as you can see, and it's dying for a new home. And the leaves are turning yellow. I think it has to do with like the watering issue that I am putting this in, and I just need to keep it a little bit more moist. Leaves, they look like they're melting off. So yeah, I'm gonna repot it and retrain it back up onto here. So gorgeous, right? Okay, trusty old repotting mat. I've got some moistened moss. I have 2 kinds of potting mix. This one, the darker one on this side here, it's just my regular potting mix. It has soil in it. This one is the soilless mixture. So you can see it's chunkier. This one is more fine and loose. But yeah, these are my potting mixes I'm going to use today. Alright, let's start with this Dark Phoenix anthurium. It looks like it's in tree fern fiber, and I just want to repot it in my potting mix just to see how it will react. Um, yeah. And for the pot, I have maybe this one. I think it's a little too big. Let me see. Do I have a smaller one? I have this one, maybe. It might be too small. Do I have another planter that's big? No. You know, I might have to go look. Okay, dang, I am back. I found this one here. Here's my vision. So I'm gonna make holes in this cup, and I really want it to be in a clear planter so I could see the roots grow. This one is just a little too big, huh? Yeah. It's a little too wide, this one. So I'm gonna use this more narrow cup, but I'm only gonna plant it towards like right here, about that much, and leave that gap for next time when it outgrows that section. I could raise it a little bit. And plus I'm going to be putting moss around the base of the anthurium, so that's gonna be gorgeous. And as the cover pot, I'm gonna use this terracotta one here. It's so pretty because of the aging on the terracotta. That's like my favorite look. Do you see like the calcium buildup and like the rusticness, the minerals on there? It's just the aesthetics is beautiful. Swap it in here like that. And I have a drainage stopper at the bottom so no water will be leaking out. But isn't this a cute vibe? Do you see the vision? I have a soldering iron here ready to go. Let's make some holes, shall we? This is so satisfying. This is so much faster than using a screwdriver or a drill bit. It's just quick. 1, 2. And I'm gonna add a lot of holes because I want it to be well draining, and as well as a lot of aeration in the roots. So it's going to be semi like an orchid planter basically, with all the holes that I'm going to add. Okay, I think that's enough holes. Let me turn this off before I melt my repotting mat. Ooh. Now, I am afraid that this might not make it. Because it's in such a healthy mix right now. The tree fern fiber. I might have to just mix this mixture here with like the other potting mix. Because it looks like it's loving it in there. Do you see all these healthy roots? So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to mix the tree fern fiber with my mixture so that it could get used to it, kind of like acclimate better. Just going to break this off. These are the dead petioles. And I'm just going to plop it in there. Tap the pot so it could get into the nooks and crannies. Okay, and I'm going to add the moistened moss at the base of the plant. I've seen a video somewhere they said that this helps the anthurium, so let me try it out. I'm guessing like that. Yeah, stunning. All right, one plant down, another one to go. Let me put the stick back in. Ding. Okay, let's put this back over here. Monstera aurea next. This stunner, amazing yellow variegation plant. Okay, it is outgrown, this planter, and I'm gonna retrain it up as well. But let's start by taking it out. Oh, I gotta be gentle at this part right here. The roots. The spaghetti roots. Definitely needs a new home. I have this other planter here. This is the upgrade. This one is 5-inch. This one is 3-inch, right? 4-inch, 3-inch. It's going to a 5-inch now. And I'm not going to mess with the roots too much. I'm just going to take the soil that is in there and just flop it over, just like that. I'm going to reuse it, reuse the soil. And then adding more to that, of course. Ooh, chow. Let's get all these roots in there and plop it on in. Just all right, another one down. Kind of like maneuver this up so it could have contact with the moss. And I've got some plant ties here. I use this Velcro thing. And let's just tie it up. Secure it to the pole. And voila. Next one, it will be this Dracaena. And this is my vision for it. So I have this ceramic planter. First of all, it's a little too deep, of course, for the plant. So I'm going to be using this, oh my god, excuse me. I'm going to be using this as a decorative pot, or if you would call it, the cash pot. And the grow pot will be this rice grain bamboo planter, and I'm going to do a self-watering setup because the vase is really tall. I was thinking to place this in here and have a piece of string attached to this, and water will wick up from the bottom up to the plant. Haha. And let's see, depending on how big the root is, I might be using this one or this one. So let's have a look. Dig into this Dracaena. This is so pretty. Look at the striping. It is a showstopper for sure. And let's see what I'm working with here. Okay, a lot of sogginess. That's to be expected with plants you get from Home Depot. But oh, the roots are so small. That's the root. Doesn't have a smell. This pot, yeah, that would be perfect for it. Okay. So, to set up the self-watering thing, I like to use a piece of string, and any type of cotton string or polyester string would work. And then I would feed it through the bottom drainage hole here and pull it through. See, about like 5 inches above the pot. And I like to twirl it around, twirl the string around in there so it could get even moisture when it's being wicked up. Now let's get some of that regular potting mix. So like that, I have the string resting on the top there. Then placing the plant in. That looks good. A little above the rim. That's fine. And voila, that's it. And then I was gonna put it in here. Oh wow, do you see the vision? Water these in and continue. Let me get the hose, the beautiful hose, and let's water it in. I'm just gonna wet the whole plant, drench the whole plant. I love it so much. Alright, change of plans. I actually like this look, the contrast, you know, with the small planter and the big plant. It has like some nice, interesting juxtaposition and creates, you know, a little interest. I just, you know, it's just like, wow, what a small planter, but such a big plant. Now the anthurium is in this one here. It's a big planter, but small plant. That's the idea, and I'm going with that. This one, like, small planter, big plant. That's the vibe. That is the vibe. I also want to quickly show you. Look at that. It's blooming for the 4th year, I believe. Yeah, I've had it for a while, and now it's blooming again. That's so exciting. Alright, here's a closer look of the bloom. Let me try to turn it so you can see it better. Stunning. New growth on the elbow. OMG, look at that. I love it so much. This is the bottom cut. I gave the top cut to my friend, but it's growing back beautifully. I should do a philodendron collection because I have a lot of philodendrons, and maybe that's why I'm like avoiding doing a philodendron collection because I have a lot of philodendron and that video will be so long and really long to edit. So I'm like avoiding it. It's just so stunning. This one is the Billy. It is massive and it's growing towards the light. I have a grow light up here. That's the Sansi grow bulb. I have a link down below if you want to shop their products. You can use the code Wilson at checkout for 10% off, so don't miss out on that. But the plants down here are loving this grow light. As you can see, they are growing massive. Look at that new leaf, and look at that little terrarium. All that moss is growing in there. Crazy. Here are the other plants. Cucullata, the Florida ghost. Look at the ghost. Ah, so pretty. I'm gonna wanna revamp this shelf. I should get rid of some plants on the shelf. It's a little crazy, as you can see. I might get rid of this one too. I don't know how I feel about that one. But here is the tortum. It's doing its thing. Here's the black velvet. Gorgeous. And look at this fern. It's starting to crawl out of the planter. So gorgeous. I have another fern here. I love ferns so much. I was hiking earlier and I've seen some ferns in the wild and they look so beautiful. Like their leaves are so stunning and it's crazy to see like the houseplants outdoors, you know what I mean? And this one could grow in a dry environment. I don't know what the name of this one is, to be honest, but I got it for free basically. I also want to show you this Rapha Tetrasperma. I got it at Lowe's and it was just your regular green one, but I think I got a sport variegated one because it started to do this. And yeah, I'm like, did I just get lucky and got a sport variegated one? I think I did. Because, at first I was like, maybe that's just a disease, but it started to do this at the top too. Oh my god, my cat ate that. Oops. But it's bald at the bottom because of my cats, but at the top here, it's growing beautifully. And look at this, like, oh my god. Did I just score a beautiful plant? I did. Don't forget to check out Sansi LED lights. They have a promotion going on right now, and you can also use my code Wilson at checkout for 10% off. You can also stack that code with any other code that they have. Just try it out. Let me know. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Alright, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. This is my stack today. Meow. Meow.